I'm walking into this store. There's already a bunch of people with red hair, and I'm walking around. I have to be more careful. And look at a girl with reddish hair over there. You can zoom in. And I go over here to look at the books, and look at Jesus Calling and a dog book. All of these people are linked in some very peculiar way. They all link up to me. All of the times I see things put astray, put in a different place, misplaced, reorganized, very often, about anywhere between 50 to 80% of the time, it has to do with insinuating I'm a girl or a dog. You should have seen the other day where all these books were normal. Like, when I say normal, I mean, like, look at this. See how they look like a neat? And then I would see stuff like this, where it would be like this. That doesn't look neat. That's neat and organized. This isn't. And every single book that was different had a girl with red hair on it or a woman on it. And I saw a guy live on camera caught red-handed taking calendars, one with a girl on it, one with a dog on it, and then he tapped a Mickey Mouse book and then put a calendar that said Bob on top because he wanted me to think that they were God, because the name Bob means something to me. And then over here, you should have seen one day, like I always try and reiterate. Now, imagine you think that there's people putting more and more gloves around you because they're trying to insinuate that they're pedophiles. They want you to think that you're one of them. They want you to think that they're you. They want you to think that they're your dad. They're trying to like make you sin. All these crazy, crazy things. And there's this book next to a glove and this. I accidentally made it look like a funny video because I put clown music to it because I was like, you're never going to be able to convince me that you're my family and that I'm a dog. That's ridiculous. But they want me to think that I'm their dog and I should be in a pup play and that I'm like a little girl. I mean, it's literally crazy and insane. And believe it or not, I hear their voices in my head. Now, don't click away, because this should be interesting to you either way. Think about it. If I'm supposedly schizophrenic, see how this books look different? Like it's slightly over to the left? And these books are more normal. Like that's just open a little bit. These books are normal. For the most part, these books are more than 98% normal. And then all of a sudden here, this one, sit over to the side. Just like that one. Just like the other day. I mean, imagine if you had a voice in your head trying to tell you the truth on Lucifer and you're just a little girl. And, like, they want me to think if I'm a girl, I'll be queen. They are literally trying to make me sin. Now, what link, someone might ask, as a crime scene investigator that I told you I am, what links all of these people? How is it not just a coincidence that all these people are replacing, reorganizing stuff? Even if it was some strange 1 in a million coincidence, I would say they're all linked by the fact that who else but the devilish Illuminati, the satanic reptilian people, would be after Jesus Christ? Who would think that homosexuality and making me into a different gender would make God hate me? Besides, that also fits the picture. Now, a random Christian or religious person wouldn't be after me. So who, in their mind, thinks they'd be able to make God hate me or make me get God or even want to make me into a girl or a trans person anyways, besides the Illuminati, who thinks that homosexuality and transgenderism is a sin, which is why Satanists are usually on the far left, because they're trying to make you all get hated by God and they're trying to make you hate God. So, there were other books placed like this too, where it was a mermaid book. Now, I can't really do it because she's right there, but all of these books were placed differently. Where they had one, it was placed like this, where it said, they basically made it say, my little bug, because I always call them insects, so they want me to think that I'm their insects. Oh, my bad. So, see what I mean with the way people do stuff? Now, you know what I just saw, but at the same time, I gotta remain somewhat anonymous with the way I do stuff. So, bear with me the way I work. Let's look over here for more. Like I said, they're like dogs or cats digging up bones for me. Now, if you pay attention, the guy over there has a cross on him. They want me to think, now when I'm in a state like this, I mean I'm relaxed, and they think that I'm more susceptible to lies. They're like a different species. It's like some weird movie, like in a metaphor, where I can like imagine me walking through a store and just being invisible. And they just don't understand how they're not going to be able to lie to me or make me into a girl or make me one of them just because I'm relaxed and empty. And by empty, I mean, that's a weird way to say it, but it's like relaxed. I'm just so relaxed, you just feel like relaxed. But they consider it empty. And they think that I'll be more susceptible to their lies and that they'll be able to lie to me and make me think that they're one of me or I'm one of them and that they're my dad. And like, look at this. It's placed differently. Not like this, but like this. What links all these strange coincidences in the store? Now, the Cat Kid Club. Now, and there's like a green person there. They've been putting 2 cups everywhere for a while now. If you look at my other videos, it's always near something. Like one time it was cranberry juice. Because if you look at the wine press of God's wrath, it talks about how when the nation's judgments are fully ripe, the harvest of the judgments in Revelations, and their judgments will be thrown to the great winepress of God, and that it's grapes. Harvesting grapes is his judgment, my judgment, meaning I punish bad people. And that it says in Revelations that anyone who drinks God's drink burns with fire. Judging someone is God's drink. No one is able to drink God's drink. No one is able to judge anyone or make any holy judgments but me. And they get very scared when I say, drink God's drink. I could tell, because they really will start putting drinks everywhere. Like on Christmas, they had someone come up to me and I was talking about my drink and God's drink and reading the Bible and trying to warn them and not make them not hurt me. This was a long time ago. They tried to drink my drink in front of me because they have like oppositional defiant disorder. If you've seen my other videos that try and explain how these people are like all mentally ill. They've done other stuff too, where is it? I think that book got taken away. But still, there was so many signs of weird stuff like this. Now imagine if you heard a voice in your head saying you're gonna be a little girl and they're gonna make you into a dog and you're just like crazy things about them, like a torture subject. I'm just a little torture subject? I don't think so. And all of a sudden I started coming to life in front of you, where I was looking at the movies over there, and I was telling a house, and all of a sudden there's a house DVD collection set next to a Barbie movie. And it's not like next to each other like this. I meant like this. That's different. All the rest of them were, rearranged fine. Obviously this one isn't rearranged normally, but still. And then it kept happening. Imagine you thought that people want to turn you into a baby, and they're placing stuffed animals in strange places, and then you see a stuffed animal in a baby carriage. Imagine you started seeing dogs in baby seats, like baby carriage seats. Would that not be strange to you? Imagine you had blue hair, or even red hair, and all of a sudden you start seeing people dye their hair more and more. I have video evidence of a girl that had brown hair and started dyeing her hair red. So, pretty crazy stuff, I would think.